plant here, right? Jump over the true charlatans that's from here, see? Because they're like me. They have a background, never been off a Hovis road. Nobody's never helped them, so nobody's going to rent to them. So much so that once the pandemic showed itself, these men and women were getting out of jails and getting out of prisons right here in Mecklenburg County, getting dropped off over there at the shelter. Their probation officer would speed away. Right. Here this person has been gone 10 years, come back in the dusk of dark, people have on masks, right? There's tents everywhere as he's going into the shelter. Goes into that shelter and they offer that man a tent. It's been gone 10 years, mama's died while he's away. Family's gone, it's on lockdown. They offered that man a tent. Somebody out there in the tent city said, maybe you ought to call Kenny, freedom fighters. If you've gotten out of jail, prison, maybe they'll help you. So that man, what do we do from there? In 2020, this is what happened. Because we have lack of resources, lack of funding, the government denied us for everything. All of the other bigger nonprofits denied us for everything. The good Lord himself instructed me not to go to the church. Kenny, they'll receive you as a beggar. You'll get mad at me, right? Because you'll go to the church saying, I'm helping people. Lord, I'm trying to help people get off of the street. They'll receive you as a beggar. You'll look up at me and say, where's God? So I didn't even go there, right, under his instruction. So where do these resources come from? They came from the community, $10 and $15, $20 at a time. Some of our witnesses are here. Tim Nicodemus, Greg Jarrell, and them sent $20, $25 at a time. When you multiply that times 100 people, or times 1,000 people, that is how we were able to sustain ourselves to do the work that we were doing in 2020 with limited resources. So this same person who was offered a tent, when he called us, we said, okay, well, we're going to have to get you in a hotel for at least 2 weeks. It'll take me that to get your identification, to make sure that you have your health care, to beg the government or somebody to help you after this 2 weeks. $1,200 is the cost of that hotel stay. Oh yeah, they raised the hotel rates during the coronavirus around here because they felt like the government was making the payments, so they raised them. All right. So that person is a pathway. Next from there, 2020, and the challenge that it was brought us over to 2021. So these problems that existed in 2020 for us, that was very tough, especially for me, because I'm the person out there, me and our staff, that's running around with the individuals themselves doing the work. Right? They're in my car, right? And they're with us. So for 2021, what did we have to do? I can get the next slide. We had to go and create a pathway for identifications, right? Because along this path, I'm meeting people, making connections, and building a network that we have now, an underground network, right? Because these systems, these government systems and these churches and these different organizations have people in them who care. Right? The organization can't do it because, you know, the rules and the processes and stuff say we just can't do it. But the people in there could.